Great. Cool. So create a new file here, double tap, or you can also go to files, new file, click on new file. Now, date, let's take 12 HTML, downwards. Great. Now again, double tap here, save as day 12. Sorry, 12.css. Split this screen. Now it's time to design the HTML part. Okay, great. సో ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తామంటే మనము ఆల్రెడీ మనకి ఈ కోడ్ ఉంది, ఇది నావిగేషన్ కోడ్ ఉంది, ఇజంట్ ఇట్? సో నావిగేషన్ కోడ్ తో పాటు లాగిన్ పేజ్ చేద్దాం. సో దానికి ఏం చేయాలి అంటే ఓపెన్ ఫైల్, క్లిక్ ఆన్ ఓపెన్ ఫైల్, సెర్చ్ ఫర్ a-11.css. This is the file, right? So what we can do is simply copy paste the entire file. Copy paste. You know how to design this, right? So again, don't ask me, మీకు తెలియదు కదా, మీకు తెలియదా మరి మొత్తం లైక్ స్క్రాచ్ నుంచి రాయకుండా మళ్ళీ ఎందుకు కాపీ పేస్ట్ చేస్తున్నారంటే, I can do it, but again it will take a lot of time, which will extend the classes. I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste your time. You guys are very busy to see these IPLs, right? So I don't want to waste your valuable time. Give me a second. Let me try to open CSS file also. Open file, a-11. Where is it? They are okay. Just give me a second. Let me try to search here. Downwards. I thought it was deleted. Okay. I hope it was deleted. The file was deleted. Okay, no problem. Let me try to do this. No worries. So what we can do is we can remove this. Great. I hope now the screen is visible to all. So let me try to design the login page. Okay, great. Let's take a container. Okay, let's take a container. Here we're going to design the basic login page. Okay, great. So inside the container, we're going to take the form, remove this action. Even if you keep this, no problem. Open form. Inside that, take a h1 tag. Login or sign in. You can use sign in or login, whatever it may be. Okay, sign in page. Great. After that, we need to use this field set. You know why we used to, like, why you need to use this field set? It is a tag which is used to hold the n number of input tags, right? Field set. Inside that, now we need to take username and password from the users, username and password, and there should be a one button which is called sign up button or sign in button, right? So for that, we need to take inputs from the users. Let's take placeholder user name. Great. Copy paste this. Let me try to change to password again. So done. Now it's time to take the button. Input type equals to submit. So I'm doing it by my own because you already know this tags, right? Or do I need to explain it again? Because it might take a lot of time to explain the things again, because anyways you already have a basic knowledge about the HTML tags. That's why without explaining that, I'm doing things. Or else do I need to explain it again, guys? Please let me know. Do I need to explain those form tags and input tags? Okay, no. Great. So here field set is nothing but a tag which is used to hold the bunch of input tags. So మీకు ఫీల్డ్ సెట్ యూస్ చేయకపోయినా ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. బట్ ఫీల్డ్ సెట్ ఏంటి అంటే ఒక ఫామ్ లో ఒక ట్యాగ్ అన్నమాట. అది ఇక్కడ మనం ఎన్ని ఇన్పుట్ ట్యాగ్స్ రాసుకున్నా కూడా అది ఫీల్డ్ సెట్ అనేది హోల్డ్ చేసి పెట్టుకుంటుంది. ద ఫీల్డ్ సెట్ ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఇన్ ఎ రూమ్ విచ్ ఈస్ యూజెస్ టు హోల్డ్ ది ఇన్పుట్ ట్యాగ్స్. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఇన్ ఎ రూమ్ విచ్ ఈస్ టు హోల్డ్ దిస్ ఇన్పుట్ ట్యాగ్స్. Great. Now value sign in. Sign in. Great. ఇప్పటి వరకు అవుట్పుట్ చూద్దాం ఎలా వచ్చిందో మరి వితౌట్ డీబగ్గింగ్. This is how we got the output, right? Username, password, and sign in. Great. So first we design these things. Okay, farm tag close అయింది, field tag close అయింది. Okay. Now it's time to design the CSS. Margin 0, padding 0, and the border should be 0. Right? Great. So now quickly jump into the CSS. First, we need to target this one because it is a parent tag. Minimum height 100 VH, maximum width 100%. Let's take some background color. Let's take a pink color. Okay, background pink. Now let me see how it will look. It is not changing. Why? Because మనం లింక్ చేయలేదు. ఇక్కడ డే 11 ఉంది, మనం డే 12 కి చేంజ్ చేయాలి, isn't it? Day 12.css. Now it changed. ఈ విధంగా ఉంది. Great. Now it's time to design the form tag. Form tag ఏంటి? ఇక్కడ ఉంది అది. Okay. Now form, again we need to set the minimum height and width. Minimum height. I will explain you the code. Don't worry. Once I design this, once I write the code, I will explain you each and every line. ఎలా యూస్ అవుతుంది, ఎలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది, ఆ లైన్ తీసేస్తే ఎలా ఇంపాక్ట్ అవుతుంది అవుట్పుట్ మీద, ప్రతి ఒక్కటి మీకు చూపిస్తాను. డోంట్ వరీ. ఓకే. సో లెట్స్ టేక్ 60 VH and maximum width we can take 600 pixels. And background colors, let's take some background color, anything. Background color, let's take red color as of now. We can change it later also. Okay. Great. Let me see. This is how it is looking. This is how it is looking, but it's not looking that much good. We need to make it more responsive and more attractive. So for that, what we can do is we need to design using more CSS code. So NJHU, we can add border radius, or we can simply use, yes, we can use a border radius. If you want some gap or some corners, curved corners, you can use some border radius 10 pixels. Great, we got the 10 pixels. So before that, I have a question for you. So the question is, I want this red color box. I want this entire red color box in the middle of this pink box, middle of the pink background, middle of this pink background. Anybody, can you let me know what is the code and where I need to do the changes? So the pink background is a container. So it means we need to do we need to add the CSS properties in the container because it is a parent tag to the form tag. Now let me know if what properties I need to do if I want to get this red color box in the center of the pink background. Quick answer. I need a quick answer. Display flex. Exactly. Where I need to use a display flex? To the container. Yes. We need to use this display flex property to the container. Display flex. So this is how it will look. Is it right? This is not a requirement. The flex property is right. Again, we need to use align item center, justify content center. Now we will get this item, or we will get this entire red color box in the middle of the page. Great. That's fine. As of now, it's good. Now we can focus on this form, right? So for form also, observe here, username, password, and sign in. It is in side by side, isn't it? నౌ ఐ వాంట్ 1 by 1 అంటే ఒకదాని తర్వాత ఒకదాన్ని ఒక ఇన్పుట్ ఉండాలి. సో ఏం చేయొచ్చు? సిమిలర్లీ డిస్ప్లే ఫ్లెక్స్ అలైన్ ఐటమ్ సెంటర్ justify content center. Now did you observe మనకి లైక్ 1 by 1 వచ్చిందా? ఇప్పుడు లేదు, పక్క పక్కనే ఉంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ అలైన్ ఇన్ హారిజంటల్ వే, బట్ ఐ వాంట్ ఇన్ వర్టికల్ మేనర్, లైక్ 1 by 1 వన్ ఆఫ్టర్ వన్ ఐ నీడ్ దిస్ ఇన్పుట్స్. కానీ ఇది ఎలా ఉంది? పక్క పక్కన ఉంది. ఇక్కడ మీరు ఇంకొక ప్రాపర్టీ నేర్చుకుంటారు, ఫ్లెక్స్ డైరెక్షన్ రో. అబ్జర్వ్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ, ఫ్లెక్స్ డైరెక్షన్ రో అండ్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ కాలమ్. నౌ సీ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్. సైన్ ఇన్ అనేది దీనిపైన వచ్చింది, ముందు పక్కన ఉండేది, ఇప్పుడు దీనిపైన వచ్చింది. బట్ మన యొక్క రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏంటి? యూజర్ నేమ్, పాస్వర్డ్ అండ్ సైన్ ఇన్ అనేది కింద కింద ఉండాలి, అంటే 1 by 1 ఉండాలి. సో యూజర్ నేమ్, పాస్వర్డ్, సైన్ ఇన్ అనేది ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఫీల్డ్ సెట్ లో ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఫ్లెక్స్ ప్రాపర్టీ దేనికి అప్లై చేయాలంటే ఫీల్డ్ సెట్ కి అప్లై చేయాలి. సో ఫోకస్ ఆన్ ద ఫీల్డ్ సెట్ నౌ. ఇఫ్ ఐ ఎస్ నౌ display flex align item center justify content center. Now flex direction column. Observe the output. Now we got like this. Anyways, see, we need to do more design. మన యొక్క రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏంటి? యూజర్ నేమ్ కింద పాస్వర్డ్ ఉండాలి, పాస్వర్డ్ కింద సైన్ ఇన్ అనే బటన్ ఉండాలి. we achieved it. Great, we achieved that. Now what we can do? Yes, we need to do some more designs. మనకి ఇక్కడ గ్యాప్ కావాలి, యూజర్ నేమ్ కి కింద గ్యాప్ కావాలి, isn't it? So use gap property. Grab, let's take some 30 pixels. Let's see, we get gap like this. Similarly ఇక్కడ సైన్ ఇన్ పేజ్ ఉంది చూసారా, టెక్స్ట్, దాని కింద మనకి గ్యాప్ కావాలి, బికాస్ యూజర్ నేమ్ అండ్ సైన్ ఇన్ పేజ్ అనేది చాలా దగ్గరలో ఉంది. సో అగైన్ go to here, form, add gap here. Let's take 30 pixels again. Now see, we got like this. We got like this. Don't worry. So ఇంకెక్కడ చేంజెస్ చేయొచ్చు మనం? It is not looking that much good, isn't it? We can change the center to space around. Why? Because when I use space around, automatically we will get some invisible space when we మొబైల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ. మీకు తెలుసు కదా స్పేస్ అరౌండ్ ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది, స్పేస్ బిట్వీన్ ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది, అండ్ స్పేస్ ఈవెన్ ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుందో మీకు ఐడియా ఉంటుంది. సో దట్స్ హౌ ద స్పేస్ అరౌండ్ విల్ హెల్ప్ us, right? Great. So you can find some doubts here, you can just remember it and you can ask me at the end of this session. I will give an explanation for it, don't worry. Okay, so you can just observe the code. If you want to do any changes, so minimum height, so I think this height is too much, we can decrease to 50 pixels, sorry, 50 vertical height, and the width also is too much, we can make it as a 500 pixels, maximum width 500 pixels. Background okay, border radius we put, and flex concept we use display flex, align item center, and justify content center. You can also make it as like space around or space evenly. If we try to change to space evenly, let's try. Okay, space evenly, and flex direction we got column, right? So in this case, let me try to remove the gap here. Yes, now we got like this. Great. Now anything we need to add here? I think as of now nothing. Let's deep dive into the inputs. Now it's time to focus the input tags. Go here, input, right? Now let's take border 1 pixels solid. Let's take a gray color, it looks good actually, gray color. And at the same time border radius, we can also use the radius. Let's take 10 pixels again. So let me see how it is looking. This is how it is looking, right? Great. Now outline, none. You know what is outline here? See, click చేసినప్పుడు మనకి ఇక్కడ అవుట్లైన్ వస్తుంది చూస్తున్నారా, బ్లాక్ కలర్ బార్డర్ వస్తుంది. దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ అవుట్లైన్. ఇట్ విల్ నాట్ లుక్ గుడ్ when you use an outline. So when you use this outline none property, the outline should not come here. Even if you write something here, the outline should not come here. If you don't use this outline property here, suppose if you're not using this outline property, assume that, refresh the page. While typing, I will get this black color border. While typing, I will get this black color border. This is called an outline. So we should use outline none property if you don't want to get the border. That is the main advantage of this outline. Then there is no space. It is not looking that much good, because there is no space inside the input tags. We need to give some space inside the input box. So for that, what we can do is go here, padding. So in the padding use chesnarante, inside the box I need a space, not outside the box. I need a space inside the box. Now see, I got beautiful space inside the input box. Ardhamavutunda? When I want to give a space inside the box, we should prefer we should go to the padding option. We can use, the width is very small. We can use some width here. Width, let's take 300 pixels. And we can also add some font weight if want. This is how it is looking. Okay, great. Now add some font weight here. Bold or bolder. You can use bold or bolder. Sorry. Bold or bolder. Now see username. When I write a username, let's take a June and let's take some password. Here the password is visible, but I don't want to display this password. I need to hide it. I need to make it more privacy. So what I can do? Anybody can suggest me what changes I need to do in the input tags here? Anybody can suggest me what kind of changes I need to do if we want to make it as a privacy? If you want to give more security to the password, see, now the password is visible to everyone. If you're entering the password, if somebody is sitting beside you or behind you, if they are also able to see your password, right? If you don't want to show this password, so what kind of changes I need to do? Exactly here, line number 23. Anybody can able to guess and let me know what are the changes I need to do? Only one change I need to make. What is that? Anybody? Exactly, input type equals to password. You should use input type equals to password, then automatically it will convert the normal text into password. Great. Love it, super. See, now we need to change to password. Now let me try the output. Username. Great. Now see, when I type the password, automatically the password should be invisible, which indirectly providing the good security. Is it right? So that's how that property will help us. Great. Nice. So as of now, we add border radius, we add outline, padding, and we add width. So we can also add some box shadow here. Box shadow. So let me try to add 1 pixels. Let's take 1 pixel, and you can add 1 pixel again. Let's take a red color. Okay. So let me see how it is looking. Oh, anyways, the background is red color. You can check to black color. This is how it is looking. This is how it is looking. Great. Now let me try to increase to 15 pixels. This is how the background changed, right? So let me try to change to some colors. You can see when now changing these things, automatically the above thing here we're getting the RGB, which is nothing but red, green, blue. It is a kind of color which is nothing but a mix of 3 colors. You can write some RGB colors by your own also. See, RGB is nothing but red, green, blue. You can change it. The mix of 3 colors. It is called a gradient color. We can say gradient color. So RGB stands for red, green, blue. So by default, let me try to type something. 83, 55, and again 55. So red is 83, blue is 55, and green is 55. Okay. Now let me see the output. Does it change? Yes, the shadow was little bit changed. The same time, we can also change the red color background to some other background. The red color is not looking good. So let's try to change to some other background. So what background we can use? Again, we can use the same RGB color here. RGB for red color, I can use 59. Some because randomly I use these colors because it will look good, RGB 59. And for green, if you use a 52, and for blue also, I would prefer to use 52. That's a good combination actually. This how you can change this color sign in page to some other text color as well. It will look like this, right? So, and there is no space. Now I have a question for you. I want a space inside this box, inside this big box. So the color is, let's take a black color. So inside this black box, I want a space because see, username and password are touching this edges of the box. Now I want a space inside the black box. What kind of property I need to use? Come on, hurry up. I hope you got my point, or you got my question right. So there is a black box, right? So I want a space inside that black box. Why? Because this username and password are directly touching this edges of the black box corners, right? So I want a space inside this black box, inside this black box. Now padding, exactly D18, exactly we need to use a padding. So where I need to use, let me try to show your code. So మనకి black color code ఎక్కడ ఉంది, కలర్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది, సో ఫామ్ లో ఉంది. So we need to use this padding option here. Padding, let's take 10 pixels. Wow, now we got the space inside the box. If you want more space, you can give more padding, right? If you want decrease this width of the username and password, so go to input. Here I give 300 pixels. You can give 250 pixels. It will look like this. The size will be decreased automatically. So we can use the 300 pixels itself. 300 pixels. It will look like this. Great. And you can increase the padding. That will help you. 20 pixels. Great. This is how it will look, guys. This is how it will look. So what are the changes we did now? For field set, for input, and for form tag. So display flex we use, and align items, justify content space around, flex direction we use column, and we use some gap, isn't it? For input, border use some, border radius, padding use some, outline none use some, width use some, and box shadow. And yes, we use font weight also. Great. It's looking good. So we can also add the box shadow to this black color background, black card. So I could add jali container kaadu form, isn't it? For form, we can add the box shadow. Let's take box shadow. Let's take 1 pixels, 1 pixel. Let's take 20 pixels. Again 4 pixels. Some RGB color again take, because RGB is the best one. We can add multiple colors. 44. For green, we can use 12 pixels. So I'm just using a random. I don't know the colors, what will it come. I'm using a random colors. If it is looking good, we can go with the same color. Wow, it's looking like this. I want more blurriness. Opacity takkuga undali. Sorry, ekkuga undali. So I can use I can go for 300 pixels. It will look like this. Wow. And for I want only 1 pixels. Great. Awesome. Now it will look like this, guys. Exactly, it will look. See, this is how it will look. Login page. We can do more animation effects. We can do more animation effects. So now this is the button, right? So you can enter some username here and some password here. When you click on the sign in button, it will look like this. Now there is no animation to this sign in button. Now we can use some hover effect. Hover effect, right? So let's take some ID here. Let's take ID called sign in. Okay. Now go here. Button design. So always used to go with this tags or comments because it will give a more understanding. Okay. Slash ID. So ID will be accessible by using hash symbol. Okay, great. Sign in button. Let's take hover. Or else first we can use some background colors and something to it. Let's take some padding, 10 pixels and 30 pixels, and some background colors. Again, I will prefer to use this RGB color. Let's take 225, 234 or 232, anything. Again, 232. Great. This is how. Next, what is the next color? Let's try to add some colors. Again, RGB color. Let's take 15 or 17. For green color, we can use 14, comma 10 color. సో డోంట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్. నేను ఎలా యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాను ఇక్కడ కలర్స్, ఈ నంబర్స్ ఎలా యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాను అంటే నేను గుర్తుపెట్టుకోలేదు. యాక్చువల్గా ర్యాండమ్ కలర్స్ యూస్ చేస్తున్నాను. అర్థమవుతుందా? నా మైండ్ లో ఏది వస్తుందో ఆ నంబర్ ఇస్తున్నాను అక్కడ, అంతే. స్పెసిఫిక్ గా ఈ కలరే యూస్ చేయాలి అనే నంబర్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకునే అవసరం. సో ఇఫ్ యూ చేంజ్ ద నంబర్స్ హియర్, ఆటోమేటిక్లీ ద కలర్ అండ్ ద బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ విల్ బి చేంజ్. అర్థమవుతుంది? ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ ఎ ర్యాండమ్ నంబర్స్. So you can't able to remember all font or all color codes. To change 18 pixels. Sorry, 18 pixels. Then font weight bolder. Great. So then we can use. So let me try. As of now, let me try this. So it doesn't change. You know why? I made a mistake here. That's why. Great. Now still it is not changing anything. Let's try. What is the mistake we did here? ID, sign in. So color black. This is fine. Bolder. Yes, it become bolder. So yes, fine. Font weight, it changed. Maximum width. Let's take 100%. Let's see what will happen. Nothing. Great. Now let me try to do the sign in hover effect. Okay, great. For hover effect, we can add some box shadow to it. Box shadow, 1 pixels, 1 pixels, 1 pixels. Let's take RGB. Same like 124, 86 and 86. Let's suppose take. Okay, great. Let's try. It is not working. I don't know why. Where we did the mistake. Submit, sign in. Is it right? Should right. So let's try to change some background color. Sorry, box shadow. Or else let me change some background color. I'm just confusing whether it is working or not. So put here background. Let's take a red color. It's not changing. So there might be a mistake. And we need to figure out where we did the mistake. Yes, see here we use 2 times IDs. Yes, mistake where we did this. See, use 2 IDs here. One is empty, which is null value. Again, I use one more sign here. Remove this empty one. Yes, now it will work. See, yes, very basic mistake. Output reflection effect. Now we are getting very mild option. No worries. 142, 86, and 86. Cursor pointer. So cursor pointer and arrow change, isn't it? So, but if I see automatic, the finger is coming, isn't it? Just cursor pointer. Just pointer. Great. Anything we need to we can increase 1 pixel, 1 pixels to 15 pixels, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 2 pixel, and 1 pixel. Let's see. Yes. Now did you observe that we are getting like in a any doubts? Screen is not visible. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not visible. I'm so sorry. Let me try to reconnect it. Just give me a second. Present. Oh, is it audible now? Okay, thank you. So let me try to share the screen. It's all because of the network issue. It's all because of the network issue. I'm getting like a worse network here. Great. I hope Tanusha now the like screen is visible, right? Okay, great. Okay, thank you. So this is how the output will look. See, we're getting the box shadow for it, and this username and some password and sign in button, right? This is cursor. The cursor is nothing but pointer. We have a multiple cursors here. So let me try to change this cursor. So we have a multiples: auto scroll, auto sell, call, realize. Try to do this. Call size. Now observe the output. Right. See, when I scroll this, well, sorry, when I hold on the sign in button, I'm getting, I'm changing this automatically. The cursor is changing here. Automatically, the mouse pointer is changing. The other, icon. If I use some other pointers, like copy, if I use this, see, so it's changing. So but we use pointer, which is nothing but finger symbol, hand. See, this is a pointer. You can say pointer, right? Great. Is there anything we need to change? We can add some colors to the sign-in page. Available. Yeah, right. So target H1, form H1. Let's take the two one. Font size. Let's take 40 pixels. Okay. And font to weight. Bolder. Let me see how it is looking. Great. Sign in page, username, password. But it is not responsive. See, this is how it is looking. This is how it is looking in the website. Sorry, mobile point of view. This is responsive. See, automatically it is adjusting according to the screen size. It is adjusting. This is sort of responsive. So without writing a media page, we are getting the responsive login page. Tada. Great. So we can design same login, same sign-in page. Let's try to do that. Same just same. It will be sign-in login page. So let's try to find it. Login page. Login page. So first, let's try to page. So update. Great. At the same time, ఇక్కడ username, password, confirm password. Let's take confirm password. Okay. FIRM, confirm password. And let's try to take email address. Email. Right? Username, email, password, confirm password. You can take one more thing. Let's take a number. Number. Right? So change here. Pass, sign up. Here also, sign up. Great. Now let me see. This is how it is looking. Sign in and sign up. Right? But it is not looking that much good because both are clumsy. Overlapping. This is called overlapping. So now we need to change and we need to give some space between the two cards, sign in and sign up page. So now let me know if you want to give a space between two cards, this sign in page and sign up page, where I need to give or when I need to add a properties. Observe carefully. This is a code. This is a code. This is container. Inside the container, we have two forms. One is sign in page and one is sign up page. Now, if I want to give a space between two pages, two sign in pages and sign up pages, then what I need to do? So go to container. So here we need to add display flex. Already we added the display flex, align items, and justify content center. Super. We need to add a gap here. Let's take 30 pixels. Now observe the changes. Wow, we got the changes. We got the output. So there is a space between two chords. So instead of that, what we can do is remove the gap here. Remove the gap. Justify content center right. Remove and mention space around. Space around. Now observe. On the left side we have a sign in page. In the right side we have a sign up page. Sorry. Yes, sign up page in the right side. But see, here we don't have a space. Here we have a space, but here we don't have that much space. So what we need to do is specifically we need to target that. So where it is h1, right? So you can give margin bottom. Let's take 10 pixels. Let's take, we got space here. At the same time, we are getting space here also. Why? Because h1 is element selector. In the form login page, you have a h1. In the sign up page, you have a h1. In sign up page, we have a h1. So now how can I do? So now requirement enti ante only sign up page lo varake manaki ikkada space ledu. Sign in page lo aithe manaki space undi, full ga space undi ikkada. But ikkada aithe manaki space ledu. Now I want to give a space only in the sign up page. Here, exactly here. So please let me know what changes I need to do. How can I give that? Anybody, can you tell me how can I do that? Very simple thing. Oh, again, it is not clear. Okay. I'm so sorry. Even if you take like texting in the chat box, I'm unable to see that because I'm in a different screen, right? So I'm so sorry for it. I'm unable to see your text. So I'm so sorry for it. Now it's clear. Okay, thanks. So create a class for h1 tag. Exactly, 18. We need to create a class for h1 tag. So in the on the sign up page, we can create a class. Super, you got the point. So let's create a class called D18. Let's take, okay, D18. Now, specifically, we need to target that. How can I do that? Form dot D18. Now, margin bottom 30 pixels. See, why should I use a margin bottom only? Meeku oka doubt vachinda. Why he is only preferred to use margin bottom? Because I need a space at the bottom of this text. I don't want a space in the top of the text. I want a space in the bottom of the text. So I can use that, right? So simply I use bottom of the text, margin bottom. Great. One more requirement. The requirement is I want a space below this sign up button. Below this sign up button. Here, exactly here. We have a space here, right? In the left side. Similarly, I want a space in the bottom of this sign up button. Now, anybody, can you guess what changes I need to do and where I need to do the changes? Here, sign up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this entire thing. మనం సైన్ ఇన్ బటన్ ఎలా ఎడిట్ చేసాం ఇక్కడ చూడండి. సైన్ ఇన్ బటన్ ఎలా చేసాం, మనం పవర్ చేస్తే టెక్స్ట్ లైక్ షాడో మారుతుంది చూసారా, బాక్స్ షాడో మారుతుంది. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? సేమ్ నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నానంటే కాపీ చేసుకుంటున్నాను. మనం సైన్ ఇన్ బటన్ కి ఏమేమైతే చేంజెస్ చేసామో అవన్నీ కాపీ చేసుకొని సైన్ అప్ బటన్ కి కూడా అవన్నీ ఇస్తున్నాను అనమాట. సైన్ అప్ బటన్ ఓకే, జస్ట్ పేస్ట్ చేసేసాను. నేనేం చేస్తున్నాను, జస్ట్ ఈ యొక్క ఐడి చేంజ్ చేస్తున్నాను అంతే. అబ్జర్వ్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ. మళ్ళీ మీరు స్క్రాచ్ నుంచి రాయని అవసరం లేదు. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ సేమ్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఫర్ బోత్, సి నౌ ఆటోమేటికలీ I got this shadow, but I want space in the bottom of this sign up button. Now what I can do is, see, margin bottom. Similarly, just let's take a 30 pixels again. Wow, we got the space in the bottom of this button. This is how you can achieve the space in the bottom of this sign up button. Great. Now let me see in a mobile point of view. In a system, it is looking like this. If you use the same website in a mobile point of view, this is how it is looking. In iPhone, it will look like this. Is it looking good? Obviously not, right? So we need to do changes. So now I have one more question for you. What kind of changes I need to do and where I need to do the changes? It's a very simple thing. Very simple thing. Only one property we need to add to make it more responsive. So observe carefully. I need to make a changes where in mobile point of view, it is looking like this, guys. So in mobile point of view, I want one by one sign in page out first లో ఉండాలి and sign up page అనేది దాని కింద ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు పక్క పక్కన ఉన్నాయి చూసారా, దాని కింద ఉండాలి. Now anybody can you let me know what kind of changes I need to do and where I need to do the changes? So container, I don't want to waste time. So container లో మనకి sign up page, sign in page ఉంది, isn't it? Container లో మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, display flex యూస్ చేస్తాం. ఇక్కడ మనం flex direction యూస్ చేయాలి. Flex direction column, let's suppose take, okay, don't worry, ఇలా ఉంటుంది మనకి. ఫ్లెక్స్ డైరెక్షన్ కాలమ్ యూస్ చేసినప్పుడు పెద్ద స్క్రీన్స్ లో కూడా ఇదేలాగా ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి మనం అంటే రో యూస్ చేద్దాం. రో యూస్ చేద్దాం, ఈ విధంగా ఉంటుంది. పెద్ద స్క్రీన్స్ లో అయితే రో యూస్ చేస్తే ఈ విధంగా ఉంటుంది. అదే మన చిన్న స్క్రీన్స్ లో అయితే ఈ విధంగా ఉంటుంది, isn't it? Now only one property I need to add. What is that? Flex wrap. Flex wrap, exactly. So anybody? Flex box, of course we need to use a flex box. Yes, you're right, almost all you're right. See, flex box already యూస్ చేసాం మనం. ఇక్కడ లైన్ నంబర్ 11 లో డిస్ప్లే ఫ్లెక్స్ యూస్ చేసాం కంటైనర్ కి. ఫ్లెక్స్ వ్రాప్ ఎప్పుడైతే యూస్ చేస్తామో ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇట్ విల్ వ్రాప్ ది ఎంటైర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ అకార్డింగ్ టు ద స్క్రీన్ సైజ్. నౌ లెట్ వి ట్రై టు యూస్ దిస్ వన్. వా, now we got one by one. Of course still it is not looking that much good, but we achieved it. When compared to the before, let me try to remove this one property. Line number 15 I removed. Now observe the output. It is looking like this. It is looking like this, isn't it? If I add that property, flex wrap, now observe the output. It is looking like this. Now I can add some gap here. Gap 30 pixels. Now we got a gap in the middle of this two boxes. At the same time, I want a gap inside the pink color box. See, on the top side, we don't have a space. At the same time, at the bottom of this page, we don't have a space. Now, my requirement is I want a space inside the pink box. Then only I can able to get the space at the bottom of the sign up page and top of the sign in page. అర్థమవుతుందా? నాకు ఇప్పుడు ఒక స్పేస్ కావాలి ఎక్కడంటే ఇన్సైడ్ ది పింక్ కలర్ బాక్స్. సో పింక్ కలర్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఇక్కడ కంటైనర్ లో ఉంది. I need to add some padding here. Let's take 10 pixels. If I add a 10 pixels, now observe carefully, I got space at the top of the page. At the same time, I will get a space in the bottom of the page. But there is a one drawback here. What is that? Anybody, can you guess what is that? See, when I use a padding to the container, don't confuse. When I add a padding to the container, the line number 17, we got a space. Mana requirement enti? Top లో at the same time bottom లో మనకి స్పేస్ కావాలి. మనకు వచ్చింది కదా స్పేస్. బట్ దర్ ఇస్ అ వన్ మైల్డ్ డ్రాబ్యాక్. You know what is that? See, this is that drawback. You know why? Because when you add a padding, by default it will add the left and right, top and bottom space. It will create a space in the left side and right side and top side and bottom side. So for that, what we can do is, let's take 0 pixels here. Now observe carefully, we got a space in the top and bottom. Left side and right side have a same space. If I remove this, observe carefully, if I remove this, see, this is happening. This is happening. Left side we have a lot of space. Right side we don't have that much space. If I scroll here, right side have a lot of space. Left side the space is decreased. You know, it just because of padding. The padding, you know the padding syntax, right? Padding, height, and width. This is the padding syntax. మీరు అడగచ్చు, మరి ఇక్కడ మీరు ఓన్లీ 10 పిక్సెల్స్ యూస్ చేస్తారు కదా అనేసి. there is a one more syntax for the padding. If I use 10 pixels, it means height and width should be a 10 pixels. ఒక ప్రాపర్టీ యాడ్ చేస్తే ఒక వాల్యూ యాడ్ చేయడం వల్ల అర్థం ఏంటి అంటే మనకి ఈ హైట్ విడ్త్ అనేది ఏమవుతుందంటే 10 పిక్సెల్స్ ఆటోమేటిక్ గా తీసుకుంటుంది అనమాట. అదే ఇక్కడ మనకి డ్రాబ్యాక్. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి అంటే మనం 0 పిక్సెల్స్ యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాం, విచ్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ height is 10 pixels and width is 0 pixels. Now observe the output. We got space, the left side and right side same space, and the top and bottom we got a space. If you want more space in the top, let's take 40 pixels. Now observe here, we got more space. In the bottom also we'll get more space. Great. This is how the login page and sign in page. Sign in page and sign up page. This is how it will look. But there is a one more drawback if you do this. ఏంటి అంటే సి ఇక్కడ మనకి స్క్రోల్ అవుతుంది, అర్థమవుతుందా? కానీ మనకి ఇక్కడ పెద్ద స్క్రీన్ లో స్క్రోల్ అవ్వకూడదు, ఓన్లీ చిన్న స్క్రీన్ లో వరకే మనకి స్క్రోల్ అవ్వాలి. అర్థమవుతుంది నేను చెప్పేది? ఓన్లీ చిన్న స్క్రీన్ లో వరకే మనకి స్క్రోల్ అవ్వాలి, పెద్ద స్క్రీన్ లో స్క్రోల్ అవ్వకూడదు. ఓన్లీ మొబైల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ లో మనకి స్క్రోల్ ఉండాలి. అదే మనం ల్యాప్టాప్ లో అయితే స్క్రోలింగ్ ఆప్షన్ ఉండకూడదు. ఇలాంటప్పుడే మనకి మీడియా క్వైరీస్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అనేది ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. మీడియా క్వైరీస్ అప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే స్పెసిఫిక్ గా మొబైల్ డివైసెస్ కి డిజైన్ చేస్తాం, ప్రాపర్టీస్ రాస్తాం, అది అలా ఉంటుంది. డిడ్ యు గాట్ ద పాయింట్? ఫిక్స్డ్. సో if you use a fixed concept, it will be different. See, fixed is like related to position. Fixed is related to position, Roja. So in positions we have a relative, absolute. Position లో మనకి relative, absolute, fixed, static, sticky ఇలాంటివి ఉన్నాయి. ఫిక్స్డ్ అనేది మనము నావిగేషన్ బార్ కి యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. అర్థం? yes, this is the basic things of CSS. పొజిషన్ అనేది ఫిక్స్డ్ అనేది పొజిషన్ కిందకి వస్తుంది. రెడ్యూస్ మినిమం హైట్. ఓకే, సో మనకి అంటే 07 you're talking about this one, right? This overflow. Yes. So if I reduce the minimum height, let's see. మినిమం హైట్ ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నానంటే 80 VH పెడుతున్నాను, 80 వర్టికల్ హైట్ పెడుతున్నాను. సి వి గాట్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ చేంజ్డ్, అంటే మనకి బాడీ యొక్క బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ వచ్చింది అనమాట. ఇక్కడ కంటెంట్ యొక్క హైట్ అనేది తగ్గిపోయింది. ఇఫ్ ఐ ఓపెన్ హియర్, సారీ, here it is looking good. In iPhone XR it is like that. In iPhone 4 Max it is looking very good. In Galaxy S20 Ultra, wow, it is looking good. Then if we open in any Samsung Galaxy, still it is looking good. Nest Hub, in Tab it is looking good. But when you open this in a system, it will look like this. It will look like this. So the main disadvantage is you should use the media queries. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎలా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు అంటే మనం ఇక్కడ రిస్ట్రిక్ట్ చేస్తాం అనమాట. సో లెట్స్ సపోజ్ టేక్ హియర్, వాట్ ఐ విల్ డూ ఇస్ ఓవర్ఫ్లో y హిడెన్. ఓవర్ఫ్లో y హిడెన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ బాడీలో లెట్స్ టేక్ హియర్ అండ్ లెట్స్ టేక్ బాడీ హియర్. ఓకే, see now it will not scroll. మనకి స్క్రోల్ బార్ కనబడలేదు చూసారు ఇక్కడ. మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఇది యూజ్ చేస్తున్నామో, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ ఐ రిమూవ్ దిస్, automatically we will get this scroll bar in the left side, sorry, in the right side. When I use this one, we will not get a scroll bar here. We will not get a scroll bar here. That is the main advantage of the overflow y. Y is nothing but y-axis. అర్థమవుతుందా? హిడెన్ is nothing but it is used to hide the overflow. ఒక స్క్రోల్ బార్ ని హైడ్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. ఇప్పుడు మన స్క్రోలింగ్ ఆప్షన్ ఉండదు. ఓకే, ఫైన్. ఇఫ్ ఐ ఓపెన్ ఇన్ అ మొబైల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ, లెట్స్ చేంజ్ టు iPhone 14 Pro Max. హియర్ ఆల్సో యూ కాంట్ ఏబుల్ టు స్క్రోల్ అవ్వదు. ఇక్కడ కూడా మనకి స్క్రోల్ అవ్వదు అనమాట. అదే మనం మీడియా క్వైరీస్ యూజ్ చేస్తే స్క్రోల్ అవుతుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఫర్ యువర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ పర్పస్, ఐ విల్ డూ మీడియా క్వైరీస్. I will explain anyways. Okay, 768 pixels. Fly scroll. Okay, now it will scroll. If I remove this, it won't scroll. Ikkade stuck అయిపోయింది అది. అది scroll అవ్వదు actually. ఎంత scroll చేసినా scroll అవ్వదు. That is the main advantage of the media queries. If I add this again, it will scroll. ఇక్కడ మనకి స్క్రోల్ ఆప్షన్ లేదు, ఎందుకంటే మనం హైడ్ చేసాం కాబట్టి. అదే ఇక్కడ మనం హైడ్ నుంచి తీసేసాం దాన్ని. ఏం చేసాం, హైడ్ ఇక్కడ హైడ్ ఉంది, హిడెన్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ మనం స్క్రోల్ పెట్టాం, ఇక్కడ మనకి స్క్రోలింగ్ అవుతుంది. ఈ విధంగా ఉంటుంది. చిన్న చిన్న ప్రాపర్టీస్ మనం చేంజ్ చేయడం వల్ల చాలా పెద్ద ఇంపాక్ట్ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. సో యూ విల్ లెర్న్ మోర్ బెటర్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇస్ అబౌట్ ద బేసిక్ లాగిన్ పేజ్. రైట్, గ్రేట్. సో నౌ లెట్ మీ నో హౌ మెనీ పీపుల్స్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ దిస్. Please let me know how many people you understand this designing the login page and sign up page, like sign in and sign up page. Excuse me. Reduce the length of the sign in button. You mean this button, right? You want to reduce the sign in button sizes, right? Yes. So what you can do is go to the button where the button is here. Here we have a width, right? So if you want to decrease this, you can use width. Let's take 200 pixels. Okay. Now go here, refresh it. The size will be decreased. Similarly, if you want to decrease the sign up button, just copy this. Go to sign up button. Here we have a sign up button. Paste here. Refresh this. Great. You got the sign up button, sign in button, sign up button both in the same size. This is how you will get, right? You can design more better. If you explore more things, if you practice more, you can do a lot of things. You can add background here for us. When they hover this, you can add background and you can change the color to wheat color. It will look more better. If you do this. See, it's like in a light. Okay, light manaki blow in laga undi ee properties use chesinappudu, isn't it? So you can do a lot of things here. So to make it slow, okay, I want to ask you, ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఇక్కడ ఈ యొక్క హోవర్ ఎఫెక్ట్ యానిమేషన్ ఫాస్ట్ గా అవుతుంది, isn't it? But I don't want this animation that much fast. I want to make it somewhat delay. So what is a property I need to use if I want to make that animation to delay? Wow, super, exactly. We need to use this transition property. You're too good. So where I need to use this? Here in the sign up button, we need to use this transition. 0.5 seconds. Now observe carefully. It is like a slow animation. If I increase this to 1 second, now observe again. See, very slowly it will give that animation effect, isn't it? It is looking a little bit better. So you can do a lot of things compared to this. It is looking somewhat better, right? The sign in button and sign up button. The sign up button is looking so better when compared to the sign in button. So this kind of things you can do a lot of things. The only thing you need to do is practice. If you do more practice, you will understand more better and how these things are working. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఈ పర్టికులర్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతున్నాయి అనేసి మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. గ్రేట్. Sir, instead of using properties for both sign in and sign up, can we use universal selector? Exactly. Just give me a minute.